All right. Well, welcome everyone to this week's team call. Super excited to be on with you today. Jake is here too. We're going to go ahead and open up in prayer, and then we're going to be talking all things holiday today. So it's going to be awesome. All right. God, I just thank you so much for the opportunity to be on this call today with all of these men and women. I just thank you for bringing each and every one of them onto our team and the opportunity to work together. I pray today that you would meet each of them where they're at. You know the thoughts that are on their minds, the things that they're excited about, the things that they might have a little fear about or uncertainty about or doubt about. And I just pray that you would fill their minds with truth and excitement and abundance as they keep working in this space. Today, as we dive into how we can really serve our customers through the holidays, I just pray you give us great ideas, help us to really think of our customers and those that are following us first and how we can make their lives better. I just thank you for all that you're doing on our team and ask that you would help us to be courageous and take action and do things in a way that give you glory. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, so yeah, today we're gonna dive a little bit more into the holidays. So last week, if you were on this call, we partnered with my upline, Christy, and she did an awesome call with Katie Odom, one of the other uplines, just about holiday ideas. And so they just had some really great things to share. I know I kind of walked away from that call, like my mind was spinning, and I was like, okay, so many great ideas to think about. And so I know a lot of us have been thinking about what we can do since then. And so this call is kind of taking those ideas and putting them into action as we continue throughout November. So we have our team on and then some of Christy's. Hi, Nikki. I see Nikki's on, some others from Christy's team on too. So welcome. We're so excited to collaborate with everyone. But yeah, so it's crazy because I was talking to someone and they were like, this was a couple days ago, and they were like, it's only like November 9th or 10th, and it feels like it's like we've had a whole month in November because the wand sale was so crazy that it was like, holy cow, we kind of put a full month of work basically into like 5 days. And then yet here we are, and there's still a good chunk of the month to go, which is really exciting. But it's kind of like, okay, how do we really make the most of the holiday season? Because for Shaklee, this is such a big time of year. And for those of us who came from Body, this was not like that, right? Like November, December was kind of quiet in terms of like, we were kind of waiting for the new program to release in December. So it was sort of this lull. So it's kind of, first of all, switching our mindset to go, okay, let's really make sure that we take advantage of what's in front of us because this is a great opportunity for us to welcome so many people into our communities and to serve them in a powerful way. So as we kind of dive in, we're going to get into some details here, but I was just kind of thinking this morning, and I shared this with Christy, that I went on, and I think we all have these moments in our business where it can feel a little bit overwhelming because there's like so much we want to do and so much we want to accomplish. And then you kind of go, wait a second, I need to like dial it back a little bit and remember really why we're here and always start there. And like once you just remind yourself why, you kind of have this new energy to get back to work. So I went on a call or I went on a walk this morning and I listened to this podcast. I don't know if you guys follow the Global Leadership Summit, but they have some really awesome podcast episodes. They do this event once a year, but then they have a podcast throughout the year. Anyway, the interview that they had on today was the guy who created the Ritz-Carlton, and he was talking all about hospitality and just how important it is to take care of the one and how important it is to notice the one and not to get so carried away with like numbers that we forget the purpose. And so I just thought that was such a perfect reminder going into the holiday season because it is so busy and there is so much excitement. We want to make all the sales, and we will, but we're going to make even more sales if we remember why we're doing this. So we're going to do this awesome, we'll call it a open house and we'll talk about that. But I think what's really cool to remember is, I'm so sorry. We have our kitchen is like this close to being done, but it's so loud. So hopefully you can hear me. But anyway, just to think about, like, we're not just selling products, but we're helping people feel well. And like, how cool is that really to think about, like, our products are so clean and they make people feel so great that going into the holiday season, regardless of if they're buying beauty from us or wellness or, the home cleaning products, like their lives are going to be so much better because we continue to show up on social media and in person, and we want to share what we have to offer. So it's so much deeper than the products that we have, which I think is just so exciting and keeps me motivated. This business is different than what I know a bunch of us came from Body, right? And for some reason, it took me a minute, like when I came to Shackley, to remember like we're doing the same thing here that we were doing there. It's just a little bit different in the products that we have. So obviously at at Body it was more fitness related and it was like, yeah, healthy living. But here it's the same thing. It's just a little bit different. It's like tweaking it a little bit. So I'm so excited because I just feel like knowing all of your hearts and knowing how much you truly want to serve people, that we are going to change a lot of lives in November and in December. So today, before we dive into that, I want to Jake had shared one thing with our team before this call. I just wanted you to give them a heads up about the paycheck, where to look for that this week, because it's middle of the month. So you're going to be getting one of your biggest paycheck of the month is coming up on the 15th. So could you just remind people where to be looking for that? Because we've gotten a lot of questions about that.
Both links should be in either the team thread or in the team page. So get in there. We talked about this the last time that I was on the call where I said, like, just you got to treat this like a business, work it like a business, understand your income as if it's a business in order for it to truly be a business. So I put that in our team chat. Thank you so much for everybody giving me numbers. You can stop giving us numbers. I've got enough numbers now. We're good there, but that was fun. And so if you scroll past all the numbers that were put in there, there's a link to click on that. Otherwise, just head over to the Facebook feed. I just want you all to be able to understand where you can find it. I've talked a little bit about how different levels of income unlock the more you progress as far as your rank within Shackley. This report gets a little bit more complicated as it goes. The initial ones, just from our own experience, were pretty easy to understand and comprehend. But as you start progressing in this, there's like different levels and tiers and bonuses that can be unlocked. So if you ever have any questions, make sure you just reach out to me and we can, set up a time to go over it. But both of those are in any feeds that are team related right now. Go in, review it. And then save it or, put like a copy paste into your notes so you can make sure that you can find it. It's a pretty easy report to find, but I do want to make sure that everybody's treating this like a business and understanding where your money comes from.
Yeah, and if you're brand new and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? So the way that commission works is every week you get paid on just your customer sales, personal sales, and then the 15th is the bonuses. True ups even like from whatever commission tier you're in, things like that. So it's very exciting to get paid every week, and then the 15th is especially good. But it's cool, you'll get an email too with a breakdown of everything. Yes, Nikki, absolutely. I'll share that with you. I'd love to. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into holiday stuff. I thought it might be helpful to sort of start by just an overview of what Shackley has for the holidays, because I know even for me, I have to like keep going into the website and kind of reviewing it. So I want to start by saying that what you'll find at Shackley is that people are willing to pay, they are willing to pay full price for these products. Coming from Body, we were so used to constantly having to discount ourselves just to get people to buy anything. And so what I'll say here is that it's very different in that people see the value of what we have. And that took me a minute to for that to click because it just was not what I was used to. And so we're going to do this fun event. But what I want you to always keep in the front of your mind is that at Shackley, you do not need a sale to sell. Like people will buy from you if you're sharing the value what we have. Oh, that's awesome. Christy said she just had a friend order Meology and she added on the wands at full price. Like, yeah, I mean, we were selling a crap ton of wands before that sale. And so with the sale, it's like cool, but you do not need that. So we're going to do this event, but what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through, like Shackley already has great deals on these holiday sets. So we're not going to discount ourselves even more than that because the deals are awesome. what we're really trying to do with this open house event is just help people who are distracted because this time of year is really crazy to take a second and just focus and check out what we have for the holidays. So, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and just go over quickly. And even if you like, I've seen this already a million times, but I still feel like I need to go over it because there's just so much to offer. Someone's at our door. I don't know if you wanna. Um, okay, so I'm gonna share this. You guys see this screen? Okay, so I'm just gonna want to make sure you all know where the holiday shop is. So when you go to Shaklee.com, there's this little link, you click on holiday shop, and that's where I'm at right now. But it's really cool because there's so many different options here. And I would just encourage you to go through all of these and just kind of educate yourself on what they even are, because there's going to be products that you're like, oh, I didn't even know we had this. Like this product, for example, is one. I'm going to click on this. But these little, I don't even know what they're called, but these little things for skincare, these serum things. One of my ambassadors, who's actually from Beauty Counter, Sarah, the other day, she was like showing us how they worked and what they were. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that we had those. So there's just a lot of, oh, and it's not refreshing now. But there's just a lot of stuff like this where you're just going to kind of be like, wow, we have that too. And what I love about that is then as you're educating yourself on what we have, you're going to maybe think of people that come to mind that might really be excited about it. So like for this, I don't know if you guys have taken a look at this particular set, but I just think luxury when I see this set. And so I think about the people in my life that might be kind of hard to shop for, or some of the people that would be into this kind of thing. So we have Vivix, and I'm going to ask Christy too to share a little bit more just about different things in a little bit. But so we have Vivix, so there's anti-aging at the cellular level. I have my gummy, my like jar on my desk, and it's my afternoon treat to have 3 of these gummies. They're so good. But it's a product that's one of our best sellers. And so, for example, this is awesome to have in here. Pomifera, all of our skin products. So if you're not familiar, because I had no idea what the heck Pomifera was when I joined, it's a beauty brand that Shaklee actually bought out, and now we get to carry it. But people that know about Pomifera, they're obsessed with it, and they get so excited about it. So that's in there, and then they have another skincare thing in here. But anyway, I just share this to just draw your attention to it because I find that I tend to be really excited about the products that I'm excited about. Meology is one of my top sellers, and the wands right now. But there's so much more more things that are gonna be attractive to people outside of that. So then we have like a bright eye set. So all of these deals that we have, the winter wishes set, I just think they're so, first of all, so fun that they all come with like this cute little bag too that you can order it for people in. But then if you keep scrolling down in the holiday shop, they're going to have different ways that you can shop here. So under 25, under 50, under 75. So we have all the price points. And then down here is really cool too, because you can actually build your own set. So, and it has different topics even to kind of draw you in. So for the wellness warriors, for the glow getters, and isn't our marketing department like amazing? I'm like, this is so cool to even have all of this right here. But they have a lot of different products within these categories. And then when you mix and match, and you can select any 3 of these products, and then customers can save an additional 15% off when they use this code GIFT15. So I'm sharing all this to say what we're basically going to do is have an open house event where we just draw attention to what we already have. So it's not going to be like at Body where it's like flash sale and we basically aren't making any commission. What we're going to be doing is just drawing people to what we have inside of a Facebook group so that they just can know exactly what it is that we have to offer. Let me check. Yeah, that's so true. Tired mom gift for the bright eye set. I love that. Um, Oh, Jen, that's such a good point. 350 plus products. It takes a while to know the products. I've been with Christy since the beginning. Yes, I have learned so much from Christy and everyone else on your team because I'm constantly asking questions about all the products. But yeah, so that's going to be what we're doing. So that's in a nutshell what the holiday sets are. And then I'm going to have Christy share in a little bit just about anything else that she kind of has heard of that's coming. But so basically what we're going to do as a team, and this was one of the ideas that Christy had shared last week on the call that has worked really well for them in the past, is we are going to do a Facebook group specific for the holidays, and we're going to do a few different events inside of it. So the goal is to create a lot of hype within, people that are interested in buying products from us or buying products as gifts from us. So what we're going to do is next Tuesday, we're going to have a holiday open house, and Jake's like the marketing genius around here as far as like names go. So we're calling it, gotta be in the picture. We're calling it, well, you tell them what it's called.
Yeah.
No, I'll
You
probably
got
mess
it.
it up. I'll probably mess it up.
I don't think so. You got it.
No, please, because now I'm nervous I'm gonna mess up the name.
Oh man. So a play on home for the holidays, clean home for the holidays. Back to you.
Yeah, so we're gonna call it Clean Home for the Holidays Open House. And more so than just an event where we're popping people in a group and selling, I really want it to be like the focus on why, right? So our focus is obviously clean living. Like we want people to know that they're joining this group not just to buy products of any kind, but clean products, non-toxic products in there. So our plan with this is to open up the group. I'll kind of walk you through the timeline. So we're going to open up the group on Friday. And so between now and Friday, you guys can start just advertising for it and educating people. So also remember, Kara's messaging you. Also remember that we have returning customers, which are a big deal here. And I think that's something that we didn't always pay enough attention to perhaps at Body is the returning customer. And here it's even more popular or more important because they want to try more stuff. And so this isn't just a group to add new people, but it's also a group to add your existing customers to. One thing that Christy has taught me well is just the importance of loyalty, really helping people to understand the loyalty program, helping people to understand just the importance of taking care of your customers. So that's one really cool part with this group is that from now until Friday, and beyond that, but really be focusing on inviting people into this group. And so we're going to create some graphics and fun things too that you can share. But beyond graphics, I really think that's what draws people in the most is your personal story. And so, sharing about why you're excited. I know for me, I would say most of my sales come from Instagram stories and talking into your stories. If you're not comfortable with that, get comfortable with that as fast as you can because people are going to trust you when they hear from you personally. So talking into your stories about why you're excited about this event is going to be huge. And then we'll equip you with some other stuff. But we'll open up the group on Friday. And then from Friday through Monday, really be like, we'll be educating on, first of all, like what Shackley even is, because there's going to be people in there that don't even know what this company is all about. And then also about non-toxic living specifically, we want to have education in there so that regardless of if these people purchase in this group or not, they're going to be better off joining the group in some way that they can take the value that we give them about non-toxic living and wellness and bring it into their life, like I said, whether they order or not. And that's just going to build trust for future events that we hold too, so that even if they're not quite ready to order now, they're going to be like, you know what, last time I joined that group, I learned this about non-toxic living, or I learned this about why it's important to not have certain products on your skin and just adding value. So we're going to do that throughout the weekend. And then on Monday, we will share basically the holiday shop, like what we have in the holiday shop, the different offers that we have, so that they can kind of know what to be looking for and get excited about. Also sharing our favorite things. That's one thing Christy mentioned to me that has worked really well for them, is sharing their favorite things. Because even though we have these holiday sets, you guys know that people love personal recommendations. And so for us to be able to share what we really love, I think is going to be really important too in there. So that's going to kind of be hyping up the group. And then on Tuesday, it'll be a 1-day event where we have the opportunity to open up ordering and we're going to do some fun giveaways. So again, the whole focus of this is to get people to pay attention to what we have to offer and check out everything that we have. So what we're going to do is have some fun giveaways that we're going to have throughout the day. So we'll have and some of these ideas, I'm just so thankful for the collaboration and everyone sharing their ideas, because these are not all my ideas. Like, I've gotten so many ideas from our team. But basically, what we're thinking is having like 12 hours of giveaways, kind of like the 12 days of Christmas, except 12 hours of giveaways. So we'll start late morning Eastern time and go like 11 to 11 a.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. And basically every hour. So we'll open up shopping first thing in the morning. They can start shopping, but we'll open up the giveaways every hour. And then that way there's going to be motivation for people who place their order faster, because the earlier you order throughout the day, the more giveaways you're going to be entered into. So that means if they order at 9 a.m., they could be entered into every single giveaway all day long, right? But if they wait until the end, they might only get entered into one giveaway. So creating that sense of urgency and helping people understand why they would want to order early on too, I think will be really fun. So that's that. So in order to pull this off, and really what we want to is for this to be a group where we are all in it, working, inviting, making the most of this opportunity. So what we're going to do is ask that anyone that wants to market this, that you're going to pitch in to help to cover all of these prizes that we're going to give away. So if you're someone that wants to market this, and again, everything is going to be pretty much done for you. We're going to have like a planning committee where, we're going to all collaborate, and we have people that are good at graphics are going to make the graphics, and people that are good at writing are going to do the writing. And so it'll all be like this awesome package that you can then just plug into. But we're going to ask that everyone contributes $30 just to a Venmo. So I'll share that once we have like a little outline written out here. But $30, and then that will just cover the giveaways so that we can have some really fun prizes in play for everyone.
Maybe even a new car. I
Well,
would at least run with it, just like I keep seeing this nonsense Louis Vuitton purse. And I'm like, oh my God, they're giving away a Louis Vuitton purse. Sign me up. And then you go in, you're like, oh, it's like a wallet. Got it. So run with a new car.
oh my gosh, he's out of control. Okay, so anyway, we are gonna do some fun, just different giveaways that will be fun. And I know there's people in life, like Christy's one of these people that they're just really good at gift giving, and they know like what's relevant and what people want. And so, anyway, what we're gonna do is have people just picking some really cool prizes that people will actually be excited to win. So that'll be really fun throughout the day. And then what we're going to do with this group, because obviously this is really fun to kind of boost volume, earlier in the month. But then what we're going to do is turn around and repurpose this group for Black Friday as well, so that we can end the month really strong with those offers. And then one more event we're going to do in December. And this was this is really fun because we have people that have come from Beautycounter, Stella and Dot, other places. And it's just been really fun to learn how they do stuff for the holidays. So one person was talking about when they were at Stella and Dot, what they would do is an event in December, like last call for shipping for presents. And so we're going to do that in December. So we'll be using this same group, but really the $30 will be for the giveaways for this one, because for Black Friday, the Black Friday sales are going to speak for themselves. And I'll have Christy share in a minute what that is. And then, even December, we'll figure that out too. But it's not about discounting ourselves. It's really about just getting the focus on people knowing what we have. Because what we're all finding is that when people know what Shackley is and when they know what we have to offer, they're kind of like, okay, where has this company been? And I need all of this in my life. So Chris, does anyone have questions? Let me check.
I do want to, I know I say it all the time, but the beauty of this, and especially having like the 12 hours with set giveaways and the opportunity for people to jump in, like there's a clear deadline. And that's what you have to maximize. So, for anybody who, if y'all remember back in like the Beachbody days, we laugh about this all the time, because you would do like your flash sale, and then it would get to the flash sale and it was a dud. And you're like, flash sale extended another day. Like, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it very concise, run with it through the day. The sale ends at the end of the day, gives us a clear deadline. And then I think like the thing we keep going back to is it also starts conditioning customers that like when we say it's a really good deal, it's a really good deal. So jump on it while you can. So anybody who shows up next week, anybody in your downline, anybody in our downline, anybody in Christie's or anybody else's downline shows up next week and goes, hey, like, are we still doing these deals next Wednesday, Thursday? Like, no, like you have starting today to start like talking about it. Once the group opens on Friday, we can start plugging people in. Monday, we start getting them ready for everything. And then Tuesday, it's go time. And then by Tuesday at midnight, it's over. So maximize, utilize, get people in there, encourage them to take advantage of it. And then I think it should be like a lot of fun, a lot of momentum for all of us, but it's going to be on us to capitalize.
Yeah, so some great questions here in the chat. One person asked, what are the giveaways? We are not exactly sure yet. I'm gonna have a couple gals that are really good at that kind of thing decide exactly what those are, but
But
they
it could be a car.
but they will be good. Probably not a car, but they will be good. And then for the it's for anyone. Kay, your question about who's this group for? It's for anybody, new or existing customers. So really anyone that wants to be a part of it. Let's see.
I never said it will be. I said it could be.
Oh, okay, okay. That's
Could be.
so the group is it's gonna open up on Friday, yep, and then it'll actually be live to order on Tuesday. Okay. Carrie. Okay. Carrie got her question answered. All right. Okay. Awesome. Christy, would you mind sharing just, you shared so much last week, so you don't need to like do that all over again, but anything that you kind of know of that's coming or any just little tips like now that we're kind of honing in on this group, like even tips that you have for inviting or what you've seen work well, like you guys have done this a lot already, so I'd love to hear what's worked for you.
Yes, I love these groups. They always work so well. I know that on Black Friday, we're going to have $20 off a $100 purchase, which is an amazing deal. People love that. And we're also going to have, I'm reading through my notes here. That deal will actually be November 26th through December 2nd. So it's actually not just on Black Friday, but it's a few days. And then we'll also have a deal where you get a free frother, and it's actually a gold frother. So it's extra special, you guys. And that will run November 28th through December 1st. And you have to spend $150 to get that frother. But what's cool is you can double up on both those promos and get both. Our customers can. And then the date is a little bit undecided on this. It's either going to be November 30th or December 2nd, but we're going to have a BOGO on our Vivix gummies for 1,000 customers.
Oh, wow.
So that is going to be incredible because we all know Vivix is amazing and expensive. So I can't wait. And usually when they have a deal that's that good, they do not let ambassadors like join in on that. But the workaround is to have a family member purchase that. So
Yep.
just to let you guys know ahead of time, if there's ever a deal like that, you just kind of have your mom buy that for you or somebody. So those are the deals that are before December. I don't know if you want me to talk about things that are after December, or we can get into that at a different time. But I will tell you that we have an amazing new product that is going to launch in December. I was just on a 2-hour marketing call about it, and I am so excited. And if you came from Body, this is going to be right up your alley, and your customers and you are going to love this. It's going to be awesome. And I think we should have a whole nother call about it because there's so many details about it.
Yeah,
But I'm so
that's so
excited.
exciting.
And it's going to release in the middle of December. So it's going to be perfect.
Name your
And
price, Christy. What do we got to pay you right now? That's like it's
it's
like watching
actually
like a season finale, and now I gotta wait. Like,
right, right. Well, I'll tell you a part of it, but it's going to be a 5-day cleanse that includes all that you need for a cleanse. Like um we're actually gonna have shake packets. I know that everybody from Body's used to that. And we're gonna have like everything that you need in there, including like Good Gut and Go, like everything you need to do this 5-day cleanse is gonna be included in there. So it'll be like day one, your box. And it will tell you exactly what to eat. It's gonna have oatmeal, it's going to have soup. It's going to have everything you need in there. But what's really cool is there's an option to do this cleanse, but follow up with the program that we're creating that's going to be 28 days long. So there's going to be product that you can buy that's included for a 28-day program, nutrition program. So I am so, so excited. This has been in the works for a long time, and it's going to be awesome. So there's going to be 3 different price tiers. And I know that we were talking about how to market it, and I know that we are going to be able to crush this. And I can't wait. And I know that our customers are going to get amazing results, and we are doing this program. So, in the quick trial that we've done so far, people that did the 5-day cleanse lost over 8 pounds and 2 inches. So, anyways, I'm like so, so excited about it after that call. And I was like planning and planning and planning. I can't wait. So you
Oh,
guys, it's gonna be awesome.
that's so exciting, especially because then we'll have something to legit promote for the new year and like to get that.
Yes.
That's
And
so
it's the first time Shackley's had a legit program ever to promote in the new year. So this is going to be huge, huge
wow.
for all of our Shackley people, all of our Shackley customers and ambassadors. So, so,
Oh,
so
so
excited about
cool.
that.
I love that. Thanks for sharing. Everyone's pumped.
Yes, yes, it's
Amber,
gonna be
can
awesome.
you explain how like sales work in a group like this? Like if we add our customers and they want to buy something, like, can you explain how that works?
Yeah, so I'll share what we've done kind of in the past that works really well for this. So, the way that the group will work is there'll be different offers posted that they can grab, like different options for, packages, or let's say we'll do just meology or whatever. Like, so we'll have the holiday sets and then probably some other ones too, just based on what's popular right now. And then they will just have to tag whoever invited them. And so when they want to take advantage of a specific deal, they will just tag the person that invited them to the group. And it really works pretty simple that way. We're all women of integrity, so we're not gonna, and men, and so we're not gonna be stealing each other's people or anything like that. Christy, do you have anything else additional that has helped you guys with that?
Usually when someone says like, I want to purchase or something like that, if we see that nobody is like helping them, then we can kind of like go to their Facebook page and we can kind of connect who the ambassador is. Or we will send them a message and just be like, hey, who was the ambassador that invited you to the group? And then we'll contact that ambassador. But we've had groups that are like 500 or 1,000 people, and we've never once had a problem like with somebody scooping up someone else's person. So
That's
it always works out.
Yeah, Nikki, great question. Yeah, so, and I'm glad you brought that up because one idea that Sarah Robinson, who's a director on our team, had this morning, which I was like, that is so smart, and she's from Beauty Counter, and so they have just fun ideas. But she said, what we should do is have like the number of tickets that we want to sell. So And I would say move that, like individually decide as kind of like a goal. How many people do I want to get into this group? Not that we have a cap on the group itself, but for you to advertise, I have, 20 tickets to this open house event, and I'd love for you to take one of them or whatever. You decide if you want to sell it to 200 people, that's fine too, like whatever your number is. But I do think that that helps to create a sense of urgency for people to go, oh, I want to be a part of that. So I love the whole ticket language of that. I thought that was so cute. And so I love that. And then, yeah, you just add your own people. So we'll get the group open or created and opened up, and then we'll just make sure everyone has the link. And then you can just add your own people into the group or send them the link or whatever. But yeah, and if you guys have other ideas, like I love hearing everyone's ideas. So as you're thinking about this, if you have anything that you want to add, let me know. There's just so many great ideas out there. Other questions that you guys have about this group? Oh yeah, Chris or Cassie, will we know ahead of time what will be in there? In the past, if we would ask people joining what their top ones were and then send them a link ahead of time. Oh, I love that idea. That's so smart. Yes, we will definitely know. Probably in the next day or two, we'll just have everything kind of solidified as far as which packages we'll offer. And then we'll make sure you guys have a list of all of that, so because there are going to be people that you can invite that might be interested in a specific one. So I love that idea to personalize it even more. That's a compliment. I'll take that, Shell. Okay, other questions. Okay, Katie, where are you going to share the graphics and resources, the team page? Yeah, yeah, I think what we're gonna do is probably just put together like a Google Drive that has it all so that everything's together, and we'll post it in our team page too. But we'll just put it all together so that you don't have to look for it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us are like, we're not graphic people. I am not. Like it will take me 5 hours to create a graphic because it's just not my thing. But Cassie, on the other hand, has already made all these beautiful graphics. So I'm like, thank the Lord that you're good at that. So I love that so much. No, it's not a gift with purchase. It's basically just, hey, buy today and you can enter into these giveaways and be part of this fun event. Art teacher. Okay, that makes sense. I love that. Yes, so it's the title is just gonna be a clean home for the holidays open house. So emphasis on clean living. And really again, like focusing on the non-toxic piece of this, because that's what really sets us apart. And so what you can be doing like immediately after this call is, even like I said, just to start to share about it, like even before we have the graphics ready, you can be sharing about this. Graphics are great because anyone can slap up a graphic on a story, but the people that are gonna really win the most are the ones that are personally in their stories, personally inviting, following up. So don't feel like, oh, if I don't have the graphics yet, I can't promote this, because graphics are like the easiest thing to put up, but people that do the work are gonna really come out on top from this. So we'll get all of that to you, but I would say do a story about it, do even a post and sharing just again your why. I think we did this a lot at Body for those of us that were there, where we would share like why we got started with health and fitness. And so even to share that again, I know some of you have results right now from the 7-day cleanse you could share, or even just in general, you can still go back to why did you start being someone that prioritizes healthy living, and kind of share your story, and then invite into this event from that. Like you can have a call to action just to say, if you're interested in non-toxic swaps, you want to have clean products in your home, that you could have them comment and get added into the group. Having people like say add me is really easy, because it's easy, it's an easy yes for them. Like they're not purchasing, they're just saying, sure, I'll come check that out. And then of course in your free groups too that you have going on, to post about it in there. But really what we want is for you guys to be really just like focused on sharing and getting people in, and then we will take care of the details of it. So what we will be doing is getting all this in order, and then We'll just have like, okay, once you send your Venmo in, then you'll get the link to the group. It's probably how we'll do it, just so we can quickly check and make sure that the right people are in there who are invested. But I would just take this opportunity to kind of bet on yourself. $30, I will say, is nothing compared to what you could make from this deal. I mean, you can make that in commission on one sale. So consider that too, that it's a really small investment into what you could potentially earn back. But okay, we have a few minutes left. Does anyone have any thoughts or just like, I mean, we've all done this sort of an event. A lot of us have been part of this. So is there anything that I haven't mentioned that you're like, hey, this is really important for us to keep in mind so that we really make the most of it? Like, does anything come to mind? Anyone on the call, feel free to unmute yourself or pop it in the chat.
I just wanted to say, when it comes to inviting, it's really important that you don't just go in the group and click invite all of your friends on your friend list. Because one, you'll get put in Facebook jail, and two, you're going to be adding a lot of people that don't want to be in the group. And that is just not the right way to invite people. You need to like send a message, make a post, put it in your stories, things like that. Because we've had people do that in the past, and what we will have a list of thousands of people that got an invite, but really didn't actually want to be in the group. So just make sure you don't do that.
I'm so glad you shared that. That's so true. That's such a good point. And I mean, we've all been on the other side of that, right? Where someone adds you to a group and you're like, what the heck is this all about? So I love that. Okay, great question. So I would say, so Brittany, your question is you're working nonstop Tuesday, Wednesday, and won't really be able to touch your phone. So I would say, maybe your upline could help you with that if that is something that is going to be hard for you. And then what else are you asking? Yeah, and even if they want, because we will have the offers early, so even if they want to purchase early, I would say for those people, we will just honor that, for people that you can't be on live, like that's totally understandable. So we will definitely be mindful of that and just let us know if you have people that order early for sure. My Venmo name, I think it's just Amber Kiefer, but I'll make sure I get you the exact one. Okay. Has anyone thought about about person? Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up because, yeah, that's true, Christy. Then they'll get in on all the giveaways. So maybe run with that for those, if you're like, you want to order early and get in on all these giveaways. But Jesse, yeah, great point about the live videos. That's so good to know that was your best event where you did the live video. So did you do like personal videos about the experience with like results or products you had, or what did you specifically touch on that worked well?
So we did one with like our team, and then we picked like 5. It was like my diamond and above leaders. And we all went live with what we got really good results with, or something that we were passionate about. It wasn't just like a random product. And it wasn't like set up like very like, I don't know, robotic. It was just kind of talking about it and why we love it, just more like personal, and showed like our personality and stuff, just that kind of thing. But people loved it because I think it's that like, there's kind of like talking in your stories. They get like a personality of how much you love what it is.
Yeah. I love that. It adds a personal touch. And so did you just do like a bunch of shorter videos, like just a few of them, kept it really short?
Yeah, we did it throughout the 3 days. I think we had like 3 different people go every day. I don't know, Gabby can probably remember, she's on the call. But and then we made sure everybody kept it under like 2 to 3 minutes, like tops. But then in the comments, so like whoever was available, if you're working, obviously that doesn't make sense. But like if you are available, just kind of hyping it up in the live video, we would like as coaches like be in the comment section being like, yeah, I love it because of XYZ, or like just saying little things. And then we started to notice that people were responding in there. It was just helping the engagement instead of just like throwing up like a graphic or something. It worked really well.
I love that idea. I love that personal touch. That's so smart. I might message you just to get kind of the details on exactly how you did that because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And then you pick time slots, Gabby saying, okay, cool. That's so smart. I love that. Other thoughts or ideas? Oh, Katie, you did that too, where you highlighted the product live and kind of showed, which I mean, I do love watching people you like live, even that I think that's why we like unboxing videos and stuff. So that's really smart. Jake's not the same way. He's like, I don't get, I'll like lay in bed and watch like
I was
makeup
gonna say,
tutorials.
that's why I was chuckling.
And Jake's like, what are you watching? And I'm like, no, this is so fascinating. So, and I'm not a makeup person, but it's still interesting. Um, okay. Other ideas or thoughts on all this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you're nursing, it's like you're up all hours of the night. Oh, okay. I love this. Oh, Shell, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I know you guys have been through a lot, those of you that had just left, but this is going to be so, so good. Um, Liz said other people share what they're using. Yes, like to have those testimonials in the comments, even of the videos. That's so great. I love that.
I would say like if because we've got like multiple threads going with all this kind of stuff, and we've got a lot of really talented people that are now a part of this organization, which is like the coolest thing ever. If you've got ideas, if you've got ways that you want to help, if when we're talking about product videos, like you feel really comfortable in front of a camera and want to volunteer, like I've said this to anybody who's reached out to me asking like, well, how can I help? What are ways that I can contribute to things? I just keep saying like Amber and I are so like we have so little ego in this that like it doesn't have to be us. We don't want it to be us. Like we are the quickest people as includers by nature to like just want people to win with us. So if you've got great ideas like we'll hand them over to you and y'all can run with it. And just know that we're here to help and support however we possibly can. So if you've got people in your downline and you go, oh my gosh, like she is doing this or using this product and having a lot of success with it, like let's find a way to make sure that they take one of the slots. And then like the same thing with coming up with all the products that we want to give away. We definitely want some ideas there. I was saying to Amber, like there's just certain things that I think have kind of run their course. Like sometimes people are really excited with gift cards. Other times there's like a trending brand or clothing or whatever that's like really popular right now. And if you saw it, like it would get you to like move on it. Like we want those. Like I want us to kind of be forward thinking a little bit in like just like kind of luxury-ish items that like if like you were to throw your name in a raffle for something that you would move on seeing it. So like we're open to all those suggestions. The graphics need work. And like I love all the questions too, but like also understand like it's a work in progress. So it's a work in progress, and this is as much your opportunity as it is our opportunity. And like I said, like we're just not big ego people. So like however y'all want to help, we're here to like hand off and support and do our own carry our own weight as well.
Mhm. And for anyone that's on this call or maybe listening to the recording that's brand new and you haven't even really like dipped your toe in yet and really started with Shackley, I just want to use this as a time to invite you to get started because I'll tell you what, people that have taken action here, they do win. You don't have to be a certain type of person. You don't have to have a big social media following. You really just have to have a heart for others. And so if you're just kind of on the sidelines right now and you're like, oh, this stuff, it sounds really cool, but I just haven't done it yet. It's not too late. Like this is a great time of year to get going. And I just know that once you start to take action, what's really cool is watching people who have been so nervous to get started and then they start and they're like, "Oh my gosh, these products actually work. They actually sell. Like this is so fun." And it just builds your confidence so much, especially, again, for those of us who were in body for a while, it was just a really tough environment and I've kind of use the analogy that it was like being in a desert sort of environment for so long. And now here we are, and we're in this like luscious rainforest that has so much growth opportunity, and everything's just so different here. So I'm just really excited. One of the main reasons we're doing this group is because we want to help more people this month lock in director. And there's so many of you who are so close, or that you're now on the board and maybe you have a few hundred PTV, and you have plenty of time to get to 2000 if you take action and do this stuff like now. But again, I know you're seeing leaders hit director and things like that. You do not have to be a previous leader at another company to get to director here. Like, you just have to be willing to work hard and consistently. So I want to encourage you, like, of all months, to go for it. Please go for it this month. But don't wait till the last week. Like, you need to start now if you want to get there. But I see Andrea's on the call, Andrea Cooley. She's a perfect example of this. Like, she started a couple months ago, kind of doing a few things, and now here she is, in November, and she's over 500. I haven't looked today, but she's already over, I know, 500 PTV. And it's so exciting to see that happen gradually. So some people, you'll see they're going to come in and hit director right away. Don't let that discourage you, or you think, oh, I can't get there like they can, because you totally can. We see it time and time again here. Okay, any other thoughts or questions on this? I think this is going to be so good.
Yeah, there is, Jesse.
Oh,
I'll see
yeah.
if I can find you on Facebook, and I'll just send you a message with how to find it.
Yeah. Okay, Cassie, I think I need to put you on picking of the gifts. Those are such good ideas. Love it. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, of course. Glad you're on, Nikki and Christine. Anyone else that's on? Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we'll keep you in the loop with everything, and this is gonna be awesome. Do you have anything else? No? All right, we'll get the recording up too, so you can pass on to anyone that wasn't on live. But thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.